Well, hello everyone. Here we go again. It's storming outside. Not raining right this minute, but it's a thundering. So I'm hoping I don't lose you guys. If I do, I'll try to pick it up with my phone if I don't lose phone service. Oh, but I wanted to let you all know that we've been getting a lot of stuff done around here. I'm trying to get out a video tomorrow of work on around the garden area and a quick little video. Oops. I thought I fixed this. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was picking up my doggone. It was picking up. Oh, it was picking up my phone. I thought I had cut the volume all the way off, but obviously I did not. Anyway, gosh, we got Rainy Ridge in here. Hello, hello. We've got Melanie. His to be blessed. Calkins. We've got Jovita. Hello, Jovita. Hello, Melody. Hello, Rainy Ridge. I don't know if this is Jason or wife, but it's good to see you guys. I've had many comments about your table there that I showed at the Ozark meetup, guys. Anyway, we've had a lot going on, guys. We've been working around here today. We did some more work. Joey did some more work tearing off the wood on the deck while I was out there working, putting down the mulch in the garden. And boy, it looks so good. I can't wait till I can get that video, guys, out so you guys can see how good it looks. Anyway, Melody said she was first, but I'm not sure, Melody. I know you were the first one to come on and say, hey, Carol, but Rainy Ridge had come on and said, hey, Carol, before, 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes before the live had ever started. They were up there. So there's, thank you. Yes, we put the flag up to commiserate all the people that have lost their lives, limbs, vision, and families, men and women out there that have fought to keep this country safe, to give us the rights that we have today that so many people do not appreciate. Thank you so much. And Rainy Ridge says, howdy y'all, laugh out loud. But I just wanted to come in here, guys. We are rolling around here. This weather has been, couldn't decide. It had not a drop of rain, even though we've had the thunderstorms until today, and then it really flooded this morning. Oh, for off and on for 4 hours, thunders and all that. And then doggone if it hasn't started back thundering again this evening. And so we need the rain because we didn't get any all week, but I don't like these thunderstorms that comes along with that rain. I don't know if you guys like them or not, but me and Casper, we don't like that rain. We don't like the thunderstorms. And I am so sorry, Amy. I realized that you lost your father this past week. I am so sorry. Thank you for coming in. And let's see. USN family away, back. Hoo. Yeah, people do not realize, we have a young man that lives down, I live on a dead end road. We have a young man that lives in a rental house down here. It's one of those government homes. And I don't know if he's buying the rental house now or what. He was just renting it, but he lost his legs over there in Afghanistan, stepped on a mine. And I bet he's not 25 years old. So, there's so many people that didn't lose their lives, but they've lost their sanity. They've lost their families from just the stress of military. It is really hard because the wife is there alone and she's wondering what's going on. There are so many other pressures that goes on, not just for the ones that are in there fighting, but also for the ones that are back home, the families, the children. It's just really hard, people. My son-in-law is military now, so he's Air Force, though. Thank God he's not had to go to any of that. I think he's had to go to China time or two, but not to the hard part. has not had to do any kind of fighting or anything. He's more in the technical, the female type area. So thank God he's smart. That's awful to say, but thank God he's smart. So we don't worry about him quite as much that way. And let's see. So sad. My estranged hubby Tim deliverance now after brain surgery. Oh man. Well, you know, there are so many people that have just mental issues from all the things that goes on over there. Because, you know, back 100 years ago, people thought they were used to killing and they were used to shooting and whatever. And, you know, I'm sure it was bad then, but they saw death a lot more than these kids that come up nowadays. They don't see it unless, you know, they live in inner city where there's gang shooting or something. And then they're just pushed out there and on the front lines. And it's just terrible to think about. Yeah, it is really, really rough on these kids. I'm not going to say who, but I have a family member by marriage that just did not come back the same at all and lost a marriage and several other things too from it. So, you know, it's a sad thing. It's not just those that have died, even though it's terrible to think that you lost your life or something like this. But the people here in our country, a lot of these people do not realize and do not care the sacrifices that have been made. Yeah, he snapped, but I am believing God. Yes, I understand that. So, Melody, I am hoping and praying for him that things will come back to normal. You know, it's so sad. This young man that I'm talking about was he snapped too, bless his heart. And he police picked him up walking naked down the street. So that's how bad it was. It's just, you know, it's just a sad thing. He doesn't know what happened to him, had blood all over him. Come to find out, an animal died when he snapped. I mean, it's terrible to think that that could happen. Of course, he's on a lot of medication now, and also, you know, there's Sherry Udell. Hello, Sherry. It was so nice meeting you at the meetup, hon. I hope that you guys had as much fun there as we did. I don't know how your son felt about it. But he seemed like he was having a good time, and he had to have been a really good son to put up with all of us out there at that meetup, guys. Oh, yes, yes. And maybe, Sherry, next year it will be even bigger than this year. So we'll have to plan ahead of time to make sure we're going to all get there. Jovita says, you're right. People do not realize the things that they see. Oh, yeah. And the things that they have done, the things that happen, just in general, to create the freedoms that we have that we don't appreciate, or a lot of people in this country do not appreciate. So, yeah. Oh, yes, yes. And let's see, I also had several other people that are normally on my lives were there at the big meetup, the one in Arkansas, the Arkansas River Valley meetup, guys. And from what I understand, MT Homestead is going to do or attempt to do the Mid-America meetup sometime next year to try to save that name, Mid-America Meetup. So that'll be good. That'll be fun. I just hope it's where we'll be able to come to it. Melody said she liked the smaller meetups from watching online views. Well, you know what? I met so many people at the smaller meetup, smaller channels, little channels that were bigger than me, of course. But hello, Pettit Jean. Got it right that time, guys. Yeah, I met so many people and actually got to do the one-on-one time, talking to them, cutting up, just getting to know them in general. And that was nice. There at the bigger meetup, it was a little hard to do that one-on-ones because so many people were coming up to the bigger channels and, wanting pictures or whatever. But yeah, I had a great time at both of them. The one at Jan's, I got so tickled. We were trying to get Jan's tent put up, and Stephen just kept on and on ragging us about it. And he says, "All right, yeah, excuse me, guys, almost got choked." Yeah, he's got to ragging Jan. He says, "Yeah, Jan, about to get dark, huh? It's about time to take you back to the nursing home." And I couldn't help but crack up laughing at that. I said, "Well, we got to hurry up and get this bed set up." Anyway, so we were teasing her the rest of the time about her trip back to the nursing home. And there's Sheila Tubbs. Hello, Sheila. It's good to see you. I know all those people at the big meetup were proud that you were in there helping, girl, because I don't see how you done it. You were over there the whole time standing. My legs would have been killing me. I have to sit down every so often. My feet and legs were hurting there. The first, Friday night, I had a hard time going to sleep because my knees and legs were hurting so bad. And thank God I had brought some medication that the doctors gave me that I could rub on them that kind of takes out some of that sensitivity. And it helped a lot. You rub it on and then you have to wait till it dries some so the covers don't stick to it, but it helped a lot. I was real proud I had it. There's Christy Betts. Hello, hello. Glad to see you in here. Yeah, we have been just rolling around here, guys. I have been working, trying to get things done. I've got so much pictures and things on my phone that I need to get out there and get posted, but I don't, unless I have to download an editing software onto the phone. I cannot figure out how to transfer them. Every time I try to transfer it to my computer, it says I need to add more storage, that it won't hold it all. Well, I'm not trying to put all the stuff that I have on there. And I keep going in and selecting what I want to put on there, but for some reason, it's not taking just what I want to select in there. Oh, Sheila said she did have a fractured foot. Bless your heart. I don't know how in the world you stood it. Oh, Lordy. So she stood all that time on that concrete with a fractured foot. You must have been doing some real good aspirin Tylenol or something, girl. I'd have been dying. Anyway. There's Tony. Hello. Happy Memorial Day to you also, Tony. Oh, Tony, by the way, I got a message today from Jessie Warner. I guess you remember her. It's Jessie Duncan now. And we're going to be having a 1975, 76, and 77, I guess 50-year anniversary or whatever you want to call it, graduation meetup. So if you're interested, call me tomorrow or something and I'll get your address and send it in. They had said that June the 1st the prices would go up, but they haven't gotten anybody's addresses or anything, so they're going to change that. And they said if you get your name in there and address in beforehand, the prices won't go up for us. So give me a call, Tony. Oh, let's see. Wasn't talking anything. Let's see. Sheila says, wasn't taking anything. That's why I had to leave early. I knew your foot was killing you. You kept telling me your foot was hurting, but bless your heart. There's Cousin Koozies. Hello, hello. I love your name. And oh, you were LaGrange High School 77, maybe LaGrange High School 77. Well, ours is Troup County High. And I graduated 77 along with Tony. And so that was, so when Jessie was telling me about it, she sent me the little write-up that her sister Kathy got, because Kathy graduated in 75, I think. And so anyway, I said, well, the thing you sent me doesn't have any information about who we get to or whatever. And so she contacted Kathy, and then whoever's in charge of it is going to mail us all some information about it. And they're wanting to get any other people that's out of town that we know. So I told her that you would be interested, because I know you didn't get to go to any of your other class reunions. So it would be fun to go now after all these years, see what everybody looks like and what's going on, how many people we got left, because we've really lost a lot of our people from when we graduated. Oh, yours is Littleton High in Colorado. Okay. Class of 77, Littleton High. Okay. We came from LaGrange and Troop. LaGrange is the city school here where we live, and Troop's the county school where we live. So Troop County. Sheila says she can't hear me. Can anyone else hear me? I don't think there shouldn't be a problem with my volume. Can anyone else hear me? You guys will let me know. Let me see here. Might need to turn the volume up some. No, I've got the volume all the way. Rainy Ridge says they can hear me fine, and Tony says they can hear me. So, Sherry Udell says that they can hear me. And there's Aurora's Littlefield. Hey girl, I refuse to go to class reunions because I look so much better than the rest. And I know I don't look like that old class of 77. Okay, so we're all in about the same age group there. Oh, so everybody seems to think they can hear me. So I'm hoping that Sheila can hear now. Okay, I don't know what the problem was there for a minute, guys. We had a thunderstorm about the time our clap, so we might have lost a little bit there for just a second. I froze up or something there for a second. Anyway, and hopefully that won't be a problem, guys. But as we were talking earlier, Tony, we're so proud. That's why I posted the flag here. I'm so proud for all the people that served, and men, women, and all the families that suffered, even are suffering today from losing members, and not only losing their lives, but their mental capacity, parts of their bodies, eyes, the whole works. People just don't realize how much sacrifice these people have made. And Jamie, did you have a good time? Your husband said that you just couldn't make it that next day, and I understand that, girl. I came up there and I was so tired. I was looking at myself in some of the pictures that I made, and boy, I was looking rough that last couple of pictures that I took with people. I was just so tired and ready for it to be over with so I could go home. But anyway, coming home, guys, I ran out of gas. Yeah, I felt like a dummy. Haven't run out of gas since I was a teenager. Vehicle that didn't have gas. But that's the way it goes. Christy Betts says she was class of 75, and I look a lot younger than her. Oh, thank you so much. It's not because I had that perfect life either. Believe me, I worked like a dog coming up and raising my kids. Just good genes, I guess. Thank you so much. I appreciate that compliment. And veteran wife and mom, and first in New Hampshire, Sailor, New Hampshire, second class. Oh, okay, well, bless your heart. And Rainy Ridge says, hi, Lauren. Who Lauren? I haven't seen who Lauren is, guys. I might have that somebody mixed up there. But anyway, we had such a good time. Her knees gave out. Probably need to get new ones. Oh, honey, my knees. I want to do another cruise, and Joey and I were talking about it. And I want to go to the Yucatan and Mexico, Belize, and that area, and we can do a 6-day cruise, but we just can't get together on when he has things that he has planned and things I've got planned, and when we can get somebody here to look after critters, all our animals, so we can both go together. Because the last cruise I went on, I took my granddaughter because of that. Anyway, so Rainy Ridge is class of 93. Oh, y'all young folks just kill me. Melly's active duty USN sailor in now. Oh, well, thank you. I did not realize you were active duty. Thank you. Lauren lost cell service last night when a tornado was going over. That's Chrissy Betts. Lord, we were lucky. We had a tornado sighted just 15, 20 miles from here. Thank God, as far as I know, it didn't do any damage. It was sighted up in the air, and whether it touched down, if it did, I haven't seen any news about it yet. But we got the warnings and all, to take cover and all. Thank God it wasn't right here. The same tornado came through. Well, not the same one, but another one came through, a few years ago and demolished so many homes in West Point, Georgia. And it came through and went all the way through several different communities and all through Pine Mountain and that area. So the same area. So I am hoping it didn't do any damage. I know those people are a lot of them are just getting over things that happened then, guys. And you guys keep in mind that the Payne family have lost supposedly everything they had in this last tornado that hit Saturday night there. And I don't know any information on it. I've just been told. And so if there's anything that any of you want to do, I am sure there's someone that can put the information in here or maybe knows some more information. I know they do have a Cash App and a couple of other things set up trying to help the family, but I'm sorry, I'm not prepared. I didn't find out about it until just a little while ago. Rourke's Littlefield said I could be a DAR if I just don't need to, but I could. Making it said, home says no storms here. But outages is likely due to storms. Just going to be patient. Well, that's God. Thank God for that. And said the one didn't touch down. Praise the Lord. And lightning was going sideways. I cannot imagine the lost pictures and stuff. Oh, that would be horrible. That would be horrible. Yeah. I've got most of the old family pictures I put on disc now. They're not organized or anything great. I just stuck them on there anyway, which way I could get them on there. That way, at least I've got the old family pictures from my parents and grandparents, what few pictures we had left from there. And then my sister confiscated them. She said she wanted to look at them, and then she never allowed me to get them back. So I guess she didn't think I was smart enough to keep up with them. I don't know. Anyway, Simply Jan has popped in the house. Hello, Jan. It is good to have you here, honey. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we've been talking about all the things that's going on, and so many people were talking about how much they enjoyed the videos so far that they have seen. Someone said that they hoped Amy was getting through these hard days. It's really, really sad when you lose someone like that, Amy. I will be praying for you and your family also. And Tina, Jan said, hello. Yeah, we have been just working around here. Like I say, I've been getting some work in my garden. Guys, we've ate 3 messes of squash. Plus, I've got 3 in the freezer already. But they won't last long, believe me. We love squash. What I do is I slice them up small and put them in a skillet with some olive oil and some fresh onion and some onion tops. And then I put lemon and lemon pepper in there with them and some black pepper. And I'll saute them and kind of halfway steam them and saute them together. And then I take the lid off and I get the bark. What I call the bark is when it starts getting real brown around on the edges. And man, I could make a whole meal out of it. So it is nothing for us to have squash and cornbread or squash and rolls, just that, squash and onions and rolls just for dinner. Hey, there's Lynn the Okie. Hello. What's our host name? Because I can't think of her name. Are you speaking of me? If so, my name is Carol. Oh, okay. Yep. Uh, hopefully that's what you're talking about. And there's Heartland HQ with Dick and Tank. It was so nice meeting you guys too at the art of the Ozark meetup. It was nice just being able to sit down and actually meet these people that are subscribed to me and the other channels that I did not know, and just be able to talk to them one-on-one, some of them, and just some of them in a small group setting where you can cut up and carry on and just enjoy yourself and actually get to know those people a little bit. That means so much to me. And Lynn the Okie says, thanks, Jan. And let me see. Chrissy Bett says that sounds good. I like onions in my squash too. Oh yeah, they've got to have that, and they got to have that little bit of browned, or some people call it burnt. I got to have that on there too. It just makes it taste so much better. It's just like when I do the there's Hiking with Jackie Boy. Hello. It's good to see you. Oh yes, around the campfire. That's exactly right, Rainy Ridge. I enjoyed that so much. It was just fun. It was just fun for everybody sitting around and cutting up and whatever, walking back, talking back and forth. And somebody says Kevin. Have I missed somebody named Kevin? Howdy, Kevin. Oh, Hiking with Jackie Boy. Yeah, that's right. Forgot your name was Kevin. I'm always like thinking about the dog, Jackie Boy. For some reason, his name clicks with me more than the people. I love animals. I don't always get along with people, but I can get along with most any animal. I've never been dog bit in my life. A friend of mine, tell y'all a story. A friend of mine and we decided when Katrina hit back years ago. I don't know if you guys know Katrina, but Katrina hit and did tremendous amount of damage down around Florida, South Georgia, and all that. Well, she was big with the Humane Society, and we went down to one of the areas that was hit really bad and to help out with the horses, we thought. Well, we got there and they had people to help with the horses. They needed people to help with the dogs because so many people were scared of them. So I ended up having to go and walk all these dogs, go in there, put harnesses on them, put halters or lead ropes on them, whatever, so people could walk the dogs. And these poor dogs were scared to death, because they were just picked up. They didn't know who we were. Some of them were growling at us. It was just one of those things. But we went down and we went through Selma, Alabama. And, that it was not a good area. We went through there about midnight that night. And a black police officer came up to us and he says, "What are you ladies doing out here?" I said, "Well, we just stopped to get us something to drink. We stopped at a McDonald's." He says, "Get back in that vehicle." We had a cab over camper on the back of the truck. We had all kinds of stuff, that we were taking down there. Also, he says, "Do not stop until you're out of here." He said, "This is a bad area for right now." He said, "There's a lot of riots and striking going on." But we had no idea that was going on down there at the time. So I guess it had something to do with so much stuff that had happened down there and people that were trying to get up here. I have no clue what it was about, but it scared us to death. Let's see. Just ate a chocolate brownie my sweet neighbor brought me, and she also brought homemade. Oh my God, that sounds good. Oh, I ain't even gonna say it, guys. It makes me hungry. Oh, I would love it if my neighbors would bring me something, but my neighbors are off, gone, away. But anyhow, yeah, one of my friends that I grew up with, she and I have decided we're going to start walking, guys. We're going to try to shake off some of this fat on us. I don't know if it'll work, but everything helps. That and the getting out here in the garden and doing things more now that the weather has cleared. But it's fixing to be so darn hot that you can't stand it here. My hair's just wanting to go crazy on it. But anyway, so we're hoping, guys, that we can get out and get things going. But Yeah, Joey's been working on tearing down the deck some more. I've not done a whole lot more videoing because there's almost so much tear down of a deck that you can do, guys. But I have gotten one out that I'm going to do showing y'all my garden, what's growing out there. I've got to get it edited too and get it out. But anyway, I'm hoping, yeah, Jan says y'all hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Jan. I do appreciate that. Yes, all those thumbs up help, help, help. Oh, by the way, I pinned the information at the top of this link. If anyone would like to come in, y'all come in the background, and there is plenty of room for people to come in if someone wants to come in. Chrissy said she worked for the Humane Society for a while, and for veterans, veterinarians in for 16 years. Her sister says, I like dogs better than most people. I can believe that. I like animals in general. I guess they don't talk back. They listen to you. You can talk to them, and they're not sarcastic or don't understand what you're talking about when your feelings are hurt, or you're just down and out, or you want to mull things over in your life. You can talk to the animals, and they'll sit there and act like they're listening. And yes, thank you so much. Oh, and my shirt compliments it well. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to do a little patriotic today. We've discussed that earlier. Let's see. Somebody said they were able to harvest cabbage and broccoli today. Jan, holy! I saw your video showing what all you had in your garden. You've got a lot more in your garden than I've got, girl. I've got a little bit of my okra. I've only got about 5 or 6 of my okra came up. I think something must have gotten in there and got my okra seeds that I put, after I soaked them and put them out. I don't know, birds or crows. We have a ton of crows now for some reason. Yes, animals are amazing listeners. I think so anyway. Mine are. And my horse, man, I could talk to him about anything, and he'll just sit there and turn his head back and forth, and every once in a while he'll lay his head up on my chest, like, oh, Mom. So it makes you feel good. Yes, it does. But Jan, your things are looking so good, honey. Oh, Lindell chocolate. Somebody says, Melody must like Lindell chocolate. Yes, I love it too. And I like that salted dark chocolate and caramel, the little droplets. I don't know if you guys find them around there. We get them at Aldi's here, and I have to make myself just eat one because I can sit there and eat half of that container really, really easily, and my ankles would be swelled up to the size of my thighs probably. But anyway, let's see. Oh, Chrissy Beth says her dogs talk back sometimes. Well, mine will look at me like I'm nuts, and Rosie will go. Any of the critters over here, if any kind of noise goes on, Rosie goes crazy, y'all. But you'd have to know her. She's one of those weirdo dogs that you just, she has one of those personalities that you just don't know. She went to the garden with me. Then she wanted out of the garden. Then the little devil got outside the garden and laid right out there like, oh, she just throwed me out. Like, didn't want me in there, just looking all pitiful. Like, I needed to open her back up and let her back in. Bullseye caramel. Don't tell anyone. Okay, Jan, I won't tell anyone. Oh, I would love to have a donkey. They make me laugh. Yep, they do, but God knows they want to wake you up at like 4 o'clock in the morning too. I don't know about Jan's. Hers may be a quiet one. The ones I've been around decide it's time to get up about 4 o'clock. Chickens or roosters are loud enough. I don't think I could handle that crap early at 4 o'clock in the morning. And that noise will come right through the windows here at the house, even though you got the windows up or down, rather, closed, however you say it. Oh, hello. That's Jan says that Toby is a sweetheart. Does Toby holler a lot, Jan? Because well, the mules that I've been around, this guy Holland Ware that lives up in Hogansville. He had a donkey, and that donkey would escape. And he lives in town. This man lives in town. It's kind of eccentric. And his donkey would get loose, and the city council would call him and say, on your donkey's back out again. And how I think he would just stand still and walk up to the fence and jump over because he had him in a chain link area. But that thing would come up to the window and bump on the window, wanting his attention. He'd open that window and hand him things out. So he was a spoiled little donkey. And then the other ones that I know were all ones that people use and pulled wagons with mules and things. So Toby is in the pasture, on the pasture, away from our bedroom, so I don't get woke up at 5:30. Well, that's good. Yeah, that wouldn't work at my house, guys. That wouldn't work at my house. Let's see. Southwest Living with Val says hello. Jovita. Hey, Val, how are you? Didn't see you come in. And but it's good to see you, hon. We have been on here for like 35, 36 minutes. Gosh, time is flying by. Chrissy said she's up by 4 a.m., but don't know how the neighbors would feel about it. Honey, I'm not up at no 4 a.m. Now, my husband gets up really early. And, I don't know why. He just says he can't sleep. He can only lay there for so long. And it was a rare occasion he slept in this morning till about 7:20, and it was really shocking because I'm used to waking up and he's not over there. So I woke up to go to the bathroom and there he was. I thought, let me listen real hard and make sure he's still breathing, guys. That's awful, isn't it? But that was the first thing I think, because he's never there. He's always up and in the living room with the TV on when I get up, or else he's already gone out at 1. No, that 4 a.m. That's midnight for me. Because I don't usually go to bed till 11 or so in the evening, guys. Maybe midnight, which would be 11 or so for you guys. Anyway, Melody said she is hoping her U.S. Navy sailor son is going to call. Okay. Maybe he will. I hope so too for you. And Val said she was up at 5 a.m. this morning. Well, I try not to get up that early. Only time I get up real early is when I have something I have to do. And I try to schedule everything later. So like 9 o'clock and after. I don't even like to have doctor's appointments at 9 because by the time I get up, drink my coffee or whatever, get moving around and get all my joints to working again, because I got the lupus and it takes me a while to get where I can use my hands, and I can clench this hand up, but this is as close as I can get that hand. It just won't close anymore. Don't have good use of this hand. So by the time I get my joints up and working, guys, sheriff came by and told me your horse is running loose. I told him I don't have a horse, just a Charlie horse, and pointed at my Pyrenees. Good for you. Yeah, I've not ever had that happen, but now a friend of mine that lives over in Alabama, she's had that happen. Pettit Jean says they used to get up at 3 a.m. for 10 years, and I'll never do that again. Yep. I used to have to go to work at 3 a.m. Not all the time, but a couple of times a week, and I hated that because you get off at 3 in the afternoon or 3:30 or whatever. Sometimes I'd have to work over, and I have had to work over till 11 that day, and then have to be back at work at 7. Well, by the time you get home and get things done that absolutely have to be done for the day, you don't have, but there's 8 hours between then and when you had to be back at work. You don't get a whole lot of sleep when you have to do that. But I know that. And Melody says she was in the Navy for 16 years. Melody, I was in the Navy. Oh, she was a Navy wife for 16 years. And where is he stationed? She's talking about Christy Betts' son. Was it Christy Betts? No, Melody. Melody's son that she's hoping will call. So, guys, my sister has a son he's on a destroyer that is out there in the ocean right now with all this crap going on over in Afghanistan. Not Afghanistan, dang. Over where all this stuff is going on right now with Israel. So I don't know what's going to go on there, guys. All we can do is pray. San Diego on a boxer deployed. Boxer deployed. I thought that's what it said. Bless your heart. Yeah. Samuel, well, we call him Sam, my sister's son, one of her sons. She had her oldest son, DJ, went in the Marines. He came out of the Marines, came out for so long, got his helicopter license, went back as an enlisted officer in the Army as a helicopter pilot, rescue pilot. And then he's come out now and he's flying for an airline. And then her second son was in the Navy on submarines, and he had something to do with a nuclear division. He came out after so many years, and he is working. He's an engineer now, and he's working somewhere down close to Irondale or Birmingham or whatever in Alabama. Now, her next son, she had 4 boys. Her next son is just graduated to be a school teacher, I believe, history teacher. And then her youngest son is the one that's in the Navy now. So I understand that at Balboa Naval Hospital, he's 42 now. Though long time ago. Well, I know what a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, Beverly Bowles, had a son that was, he is a naval, a doctor. I think he was in the Army. I'm not sure, but he's finally retired and moved back to the Columbus, West Point area of Mississippi. So anyway, Pettit Jean says BRB. What does BRB mean? It's not Pabst Blue Ribbon. I don't know what BRB means, hon. I'm sorry. I'm not real good on these acronyms. Oh, let's see. Anyway, guys. But my little dog Casper is scared to death of these storms. And since it's been storming, we'll let him stay out today. I usually close. They go into the back bedroom where they can still go outside, but because they have a pet door that goes through the bedroom through the bathroom there off of the back bedroom, and they can go out to potty or whatever. But since it's been storming, I've left them out. And Sheila said, "Be right back." Okay. And Chrissy said her husband was on subs part-time. Brother-in-law was a Navy pilot, and I'm from Birmingham. Okay, is that Birmingham, Alabama? Because, Chrissy, there's several Birmingham, so I'm not sure. But if you're Birmingham, Alabama, guys, you're not but about 2.5 hours away from me. Sherry Adele said she moved from San Diego a year ago after living there for 33 years. You know, there are a lot of people that are leaving that West Coast, not just, they're not happy anymore with the way things are done out there. So I don't know if that was your case or you just got priced out of it. So many people the prices have gone up out there so badly that people are just priced out of their homes. You know, the rent just kept going up and up and up, and cost of living there. Southwest moving, BRB is be right back. Okay, I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. Well, no, BRB, be right back. Okay. Told y'all I'm not real bright when it comes to this kind of stuff. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Yeah, we are. My husband and I laugh because the kids will send me my grandkids will send me little messages and they'll have these acronyms. And sometimes you can Google them and you can figure out what they mean. Sometimes I have no clue. Sometimes I'll have to send them back. So, what's this supposed to mean? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's a long time, Sherry. We were only there a couple of years. Okay. Well, Sherry, you lived there practically your whole life, girl. So or half your life anyway, a little over half your life probably. So, yeah, I know it's sad to leave from places where you're comfortable with. Uh, okay, Birmingham, Alabama, but I've moved to Tennessee now. Okay, Chrissy. Okay, what part of Tennessee do you live in? I love it up around Helen, Georgia, and on up into uh, trying to think of in those little mountain areas right outside of Tennessee. There's a place right out of Tennessee. It's called the Dillard House. I don't know if you guys have ever ate there, but it's like a old country kitchen, and you go in and sit down, and you've got this big table, and it's got a lazy Susan right in the middle of it, guys, and they bring you out just bowls of vegetables and stuff. It's so good. It's all seasoned so good. Used to be all you can eat, and now they bring you out the bowls, according to how many people are at the table and all the everything. It is really good. Yes, it is a small world. Her 3 sons, mighty men of God in Jesus' name. My David was born in El Cajon. Let's see. While Tim Hubby stationed at Balboa Naval Hospital, and he was a hospital corpsman obstetrician. Oh, okay. It is a small world, guys. And Jordan says, I'm from Georgia. So if you're talking to me, I'm from Georgia. There are a lot of people like our friend that we were just talking about was from Alabama, and she's moved now to Tennessee. So it's not a good place to raise kids right now. And the drugs and homeless situation is off the charts. Yes, it is terrible out there. My half son, my stepson, Joey's son, which might as well be my son, Jeremy goes out to California. They've got a couple of businesses out there, and he says set up right up against the building or just a homeless encampment, and it's nothing they can do about it, and said it's bringing down the everything out there. Yes, I am from the great state of Georgia, and I love it here, guys. It is a small world. Gonna head to bed now. It's been a long weekend, and y'all have a good week. Yes, and you guys take care. I don't know if you guys have any bad weather out there and where you're from, Rainy Ridge, but it's been really bad out there in the West Coast or the Midwest area out there with all those tornadoes and things. But good night. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Okay, so you're from Brazil. Okay, thank you for coming in, guys. Brazil, wow. Brazil is a beautiful place. I've not been there, but I've seen a lot of pictures, and that's one of the places I would like to visit. I've got so many places that I would like to see in the world, guys, and have not seen all of the United States. So I should be checking out all the stuff here in America before I see other countries, but I've seen a lot of other countries also. Thank God I've had the opportunity to be able to do some traveling in my life. Lived in Huntsville, Alabama for 15 years. We have Baby's Restaurant here. Baby's Restaurant here. Okay. Okay. You lived in Melody's His to Be Blessed. Calkins said that she lived in there, I guess, from the age of 6 to 15. Okay. Yep. But who was it? Was Southwest Tennessee. The land is more affordable than in East Tennessee. Yeah, I've been told that. I think that's where Tim with Ridge Life lives, more on the southwestern side of Tennessee. Some beautiful land over there, at least the lands of what I have seen. And Birmingham has become really dangerous. Yes, parts of Birmingham have gotten really bad. I don't like driving in the downtown Birmingham area. If there's any way possible, I'll bypass it. I hate to be that way, guys. It's about like Atlanta. I hate driving in Atlanta too. And I've not gotten around to telling you guys, but next week I'm going to be going to, I think it's Snellville, Georgia, and doing some interviews with a tiny house company. So if any guys are interested in tiny houses, my butt's getting dead. I hate that I've sat on this hard chair. I should have put a cushion on it for too long now, guys. So old. What can I say? But yeah, gosh, we, I'm going to be doing those interviews and seeing what they have to offer. They said they had several tiny houses set up. Hopefully, going to get to do the tour of the whole. Pettit Jean says he's been all over this country and love to called West Central Arkansas home. Yes, Arkansas is a beautiful, beautiful state. There's so much more variations in the land. We don't have that many big hills or mountains here where I live in Georgia, and in Florida it's even more level. But I do live on a big hill, one of the biggest hills in this area where I live. But anyway, I guess the next biggest would be Pine Mountain from where I live. And Tim is a little north of me. Okay, Chrissy Betts says, well, you really, really, really live right on the line then, girl. Okay. So I would love to come up and see Tim's area there. And Val says she loves tiny houses. I do too. I'm fascinated. Uh-oh, lost the earring, guys. I am fascinated with the idea. I wish I could downsize enough, but I have all this stuff from my grandparents, great grandparents, and stuff that I don't want to part with. But I can understand how it would be so easy to just get rid of all of that and only have what is absolutely necessary. I am sure it would be a relief, probably, not trying to hang on to things. And Christy said she would love to see the tiny houses. Yeah. So, guys, y'all come back, watch some videos. Hopefully next week I'll be able to put some of those out. And I'm also going to try to visit some tiny home villages around here. There's one over close to Huntsville, Alabama, that is being set up as we speak. And I want to go over there. They've got 3 homes on it right now. And I don't know how many they've got on the lake, but they've got several on the lake there too. And they call them 2 different areas. So that'll be nice to see, guys. I know that little camper, it would be hard for me 2 people to live in that little camper that I have, the one that I bought. But guys, I was so proud of myself. I went out there to Missouri and then back to Arkansas and to all of the things. And yeah, I had absolutely no problem whatsoever getting pulling it. The camper pulled great. Some of those rougher roads up there, Arkansas and up above there when I was in Missouri were, some of them were pretty rough. And you could feel it, bumping, but I guess that's just normal with anything you'd be pulling, because I know when we used to have I-20 over in Alabama come through, there was a section of it that was so bad I hated to even drive on it with my poor horse in the trailer, because it was almost like he was back there with his toenails dug into the rubber trying to hold I mean, that was the way I thought about it anyway, because that road was so rough. Said he was forced to downsize twice. Oh goodness, I'm sorry about that. Never been forced to downsize. Probably be a good thing. Now, I did lose a mobile home back years and years and years ago, and I lost a good bit of stuff there. So I did downsize, I guess, because of that for a while, but did not downsize in size because then I moved into a rented mobile home for a while, and then I ended up buying this place that I live in now. And Sheila says that she likes tiny homes and wants what my tiny house wants her own tiny house community. Yeah, I've thought about that. I think it would be a really good investment for a place, someone to take over an old mobile home park and revamp it and set it up and make it into a tiny home community, because there are so many of these places that are coming in that people would love to uh, would love to be able to have a place that they could park them that was reasonable. And, it doesn't have to have all those fancy amenities that a lot of them have. Just being in an area. Uh, let's say Jordan says he is in the beautiful translator. I think he's maybe saying that he is a translator. I'm not sure, or maybe. Well, if I'm not saying that right, I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, but oh, Southwest Living with a Van says the movie. Are you talking about the movie? So maybe that's what he's talking about. That would be cool. We'd have to check you out. And Jordan, do you have a channel? He lost a $500,000 house and then well, it says $1,000 motorhome, but I'm sure it was more than that. Lived in for 10 years before moving to Arkansas. Well, bless your heart. Yeah, I understand that. If I were going to start over again, and at my age, it would be really hard because, guys, I'm 65 years old. So it would be hard to start over, especially with all the stuff that we got. I'd be getting rid of stuff forever. But if I had to start over, I don't think I could start over just from scratch. I would have to have a camper or something that I could live in, that I could be comfortable in while I tried to, have the other things that were necessary in life. Anyway. But guys, we don't have it a few more minutes. 3 minutes. Look at there. Havita is warning me here. 3 minutes, guys. So I wanted to let each and every one of y'all know that I enjoy having you all here. It is so nice to be able to come on here and talk to my friends every night, every Monday night. Y'all come back next Monday night and check things out. Be nice to people that are ugly to you, because you don't know what they're going through. Sometimes we want to say, dang it. And I've been ugly before right back, but I'm trying to do better, guys. So I'm encouraging you guys to do better too. And I always think of that. Thank your friends. Think about all the people that's lost so much on this beautiful vacation holiday that we have, and the reason for this holiday. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming in here and watching my live, spending time with me on a Monday evening. And let's see what else it says. That's right. All we can do is try. And Charlie Bett says it is hard to start over. It is terribly hard to start over, especially if you start over, you've lost everything and you have to start over. So I really worry about the Payne family, and the Sherman family lost a lot also with their things. And Southwest Living says lots of love for me, and also everyone else in the chat. And all of you guys have a good night. Yes, and all we can do is just keep going and trust in the Lord, and hope and pray that we're strong enough to withstand it. And they say God won't put anything on you that you can't handle, but sometimes you can sure wonder about what he's thinking when he does it, can't we? And that's right. You're there in Arkansas, and at least in Arkansas, that's one of the good things. And I don't know, somebody said Oklahoma is good about that too, that they're not so picky about things. Here in Georgia, you can't have anything. I mean, everything has to have a permit. Everything has to be inspected. I mean, you can't hardly go to the bathroom without they want to know how many times a day you flush the toilet. It is terrible here. So I would not recommend Troup County. If I were recommending to my friends, I would say move to Chambers County, Alabama. because Chambers County is a lot more lax on their, all the rules and laws and all that. The cleanup for Sherman family has been postponed. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Dang, guys, we're about run out of time, but thank you so much. And I am so Brazil. I'm going to have to translate that, Jordan, because I don't have a clue what you're trying to say. Extendo. Sul de Brazil. So, extendo. Blah, blah. I'll have to check that out with the translator because I don't have a clue, guys. Maybe someone else knows. But anyway, that's right. We can't take it with us, guys. We can't take it with us. And Jan says they don't need permits there. Well, if I ever have to leave from where I am, I'm going to go to a place like that where they're not so picky about everything. But guys, our time is up. In fact, we've been over by almost a minute now, and we don't want to run into other people. So poor old Stephen, I think he comes on next, and we don't want to run over on his time, but we're going to get out of here. I love each and every one of you, and hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.